Regulatory Commission. My name is Kurian Umayo. Let's do it again, and thank you for your company. We begin as always with the news. There are no symptoms of coronavirus in the 4 Chinese citizens earlier suspected to be carrying the disease in Wase. Commissioner of Health Dr. Minkong Ndamla Dasinjos said the Plateau State Commissioner for Information Dan Manjam said the Chinese citizens who were in there for mining activities had self-isolated themselves, and having gone through all clinical investigation, no symptom is reported. In the meantime, they will be kept under observation for 14 days. This is the latest from Plateau State Commissioner for Health. They are currently in a meeting with the medical team. Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, has confirmed that the Italian male who tested positive to coronavirus and quarantined for treatment at the Milnet Hospital, Yaba, Lagos, remains at the facility with strong hope that he will survive the virus. This is coming on the heels of some rumors peddled on the social media that he attempted to escape on the allegation of poor state of the facility. Here, John Adams reports.
With the recording of its first case of the novel coronavirus, the Nigerian government, as well as other authorities concerned, are not relenting in ensuring that the virus is contained. As part of strategies of achieving this, the Lagos State Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, says some of the people who had contact with the patient have been identified while the search for others continues.
So step by step, with every hour, that number is increasing. We haven't been sitting down, relaxing. We don't want to experience what happened in 2014 again. So we are ready, and we will continue to build that capacity year by year.
On the news going round that the patient attempted to escape from the facility, the commissioner urged Nigerians to disregard search, describing it as mere rumor.
He has never expressed any desire to leave the facility to the doctors that look after him. And I've spoken to him myself. And he's comfortable. He was comfortable yesterday and he's comfortable today.
As the war against coronavirus continues globally, it is expected that individuals will embrace preventive measures to curtail the virus. In Lagos, Hengino John Adams, NTA News.
More on coronavirus. Efforts to contain the virus in Nigeria are being intensified with the state of preparedness for diagnosis. The Director General of the Nigerian Institute of Medical Research said this in an exclusive interview with NTA News.
Nigeria has officially 4 laboratories that are capable of making diagnosis of the coronavirus. The Nigerian Institute of Medical Research is also capable of doing the same. We are going to work with the LUTS lab to ensure that when the viruses are isolated, we help to sequence the virus to determine whether this is the same strain coming from China, whether there is a different strain. We need to do more is to ensure that our ability to track suspected patients, it moves faster than what we do have currently.
Meanwhile, every state government has been advised to be on red alert to have their own team and isolation centers for control and response to the virus. Well, at this point, we have the Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Osagie Ehanire, in our Lagos studios, who's going to take some of the questions that we have in connection with the coronavirus. Honorable Minister, good evening and welcome to Weekend File.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Now, what is new, considering the fact that we have recorded the first case of coronavirus in Nigeria? What new can we learn from the current situation?
First, it looks like we have had a good test run of our arrangement of the protocol we have been developing. This particular case has run very well between identifying the patient and getting diagnosis was all less than 48 hours. The doctor who saw him first had a very good and strong index of suspicion, carried out the right thing and sent the patient in a well-protected ambulance to the IDH hospital, and the doctors here handled the